interviewing a successful local entrepreneur.
Hi everyone, good day. I'm Jocelyn Baral, a student at Al Senior High School. And now, I am here to conduct an interview with a local entrepreneur. She was my previous supervisor at my job, and she now has her own business. Hi Ma'am Mary Jane Sinet, here is my question to you. What is your educational attainment?
Good morning, this is Jane Senit, a 52-year-old business owner here in the Philippines. To answer the question, I would like to be honest that I'm not a business course graduate. Instead, I'm a graduate of BS Secondary Education, major in English in the University of the East.
What is your work experience before your being entrepreneur?
Well, just like my course, my work experiences are far related in the business what I have right now. Kasi yung mga work experiences ko mostly sa microfinance organizations or lending companies. Yun yung mga naging experiences ko. So I work as a collector, na-experience ko na maging HR, na-experience ko din na maging trainer, and eventually, before I resign, naging branch manager ako dyan sa Cavite area.
What is the nature of your business?
So our business is CBM Stainless Steel Fabrication Services.
What inspired you to start your business?
So what motivated me to put up a business? Well, my biggest motivation is my age because I'm already 52 and close to retirement. So I have to prepare for that time kasi I married late. So nagka-baby din ako ng late. Actually, ang baby ko is 12 years old lang. So I have to support her schooling pa. Kaya syempre ang preparation ginagawa beforehand. So we have to be proactive in dealing life challenges.
How was the starting capital?
So dumakot naman tayo sa usapang kapital. Ayan. So ang kapital na ipe-prepare mo ay magdedepende sa business na itatayo mo. Kasi i-match mo yung puhunan mo doon sa business na itatayo mo para maumpisahan mo yun. Ang pinaka-crucial kasi pag tayo ka ng business is kung paano sisimulan at kung paano siya isusustain. So in our case, ang prepare namin is 300K. That will go for the operating expenses. Kasi naman if we enter into a contract, nag-require kami ng down payment. Ayan ay para may provide namin yung mga materials na kakailanganin dun sa equipment na ifa-fabricate namin. So, naisip namin, based on our assessment, 300,000 is enough para maumpisahan yung aming business kasi may existing kaming mga machines na ginagamit since we started naman before pandemic. So, kaya para sa amin naging enough na yung 300,000 as a starting capital.
Who are your potential customers?
So, basically, ang aming mga client ay yung nasa food industry. Dahil you won't be granted permit to operate pag hindi stainless ang equipment mo, ang ginagamit mo sa food business mo for sanitation purposes. So, kaya yung mga restaurant owners, yun ang aming target market. And then, yung mga nagpo-food cart, yan, kailangan stainless yung cart nila. At the same time naman doon sa aming modular kitchen cabinet is yung mga usually yung mga nagpapatayo ng mga bagong bahay o yung gusto magpa-renovate ng kanilang kitchen, medyo gawing modern, ganon. So, yun ang mga target market namin.
What are the benefits you give to your manpower?
So, aside from the government mandated benefits, so if the employees were able to produce their deliverables on or before the designated time, so nagbibigay kami ng incentive sa kanila. At the same time, pag naaabot din ng company yung quota for the month, so we celebrate that corporately. And then may certain reward din kami binibigay sa aming mga employees to honor their extra efforts na ibinigay para maabot yung mga quotas na yan. Because we believe that the best asset of a company is the manpower. Diba, yung mga tao, kasi sila yung nag-produce for you, they're the ones working hard for you, and they're the ones who produce the quality works for the company. Kaya we believe that we have to honor our employees. And also, alam naman natin na may ibang mga empleyado na malaki ang nire-require na gastusin nila. So, our employees also, some of them are also our sales personnel. So, kapag halimbawang nakapag-recommend sila o na-i-market nila yung aming produkto, so may certain commission sila natatanggap. In that way, naiiwasan din namin na maghanap pa sila ng may extra na trabaho. Diba? Kasi pag let's face it, pag naghanap sila ng extra work, that will affect yung kanilang time dito sa aming company. So minsan papasok sila late dahil nag-sideline pa sila, di ba? So para maiwasan yun, ganun ang ginagawa namin, na inaalaw namin sila na maging salesperson din namin at the same time.
What are the basic steps to start your business?
Basic steps in starting a business. As I've said a while ago, and you must be financially ready to start up a business. At the same time, tanungin mo rin ang sarili mo kung ikaw ba ay prepared emotionally and mentally. Kasi hindi biro na mag-start ng business. Minsan it can be very stressful. And then, syempre, dapat mo rin aralin yung target market mo. So, I think yun ang tatlong napaka-importanting bagay para mag-umpisa ka ng business.
How have you kept your business thriving?
I believe so that there is no specific formula that spells guaranteed success. Instead, may mga character tayo as a business owner na dapat natin taglayin in order to sustain our business. So, unang-una na dito is yung commitment. Ayan, if we are committed enough sa business natin, we won't easily give up. Instead, hahanap tayo ng mga ways para maipagpatuloy natin ang ating negosyo if ever may mga dumating na mga pagsubok. Pangalawa is yung we have to love what we're doing. Kasi pag we love what we're doing, magiging happy tayo. And magkakaroon tayo ng drive para maipagpatuloy ito. So yung pumapatay ng drive natin is kapag hindi na tayo nakakaramdam ng happiness sa ating mga ginagawa. And pangatlo, we have to admit that we are not the sole player in the market. So we have to continuously innovate and develop our product para naman makasabay tayo sa kung ano yung mga ino-offer na latest trend. So kailangan din natin na maging aware sa mga bagay na yan. Siguro pang-apat, ang maipapayo ko o ang mai-recommend kong character ng isang business owner is yung maging proactive ka. You have to anticipate yung mga pagsubok na darating o yung mga challenges na darating sa business mo. Kasi may mga predictable na mga problema. So, ang tamang gawin yan is to plan smartly o yung sinatawag na smart planning. Yan, SMART is an acronym. So, S stands for specific plan solutions do sa mga na-anticipate mong mga problems na darating sa business mo. M stands for measurable solutions. A, of course, yung mga solusyon na pinaplano mo should be attainable. And R should be realistic. Hindi yung mahirap abutin, hindi yung suntok sa buwan lang. And T is timetable. Time-bounded rather. So, dapat mag-set ka ng timetable. Bago ka give up, kailangan ginawa mo na lahat. Ayan, so nakapaloob yan sa ibinigay mong timetable o sa sinet mong timetable mo. So, ayan. So, yan po yung mga pwede kong maging tip kung paano masustain yung ating mga businesses. And kung may dadagdag po kayo, maganda naman po na may mga other recommendations. Kasi alam ko na yung mas mahabang experience nagbibigay sa atin ng learning kung paano natin masusustain ang ating mga business. So, thank you and goodbye for now.